I know, I've not uploaded in a while. I'm sorry. I've got a video coming out in about a week. This is just a little short film that I made, but I have 3 really quick announcements. Okay, number 1, everyone keeps asking me for a gaming channel, but I don't really have time. But I have a gaming channel I've been doing some editing for, link below, so check him out, show him some love, tell him who sent you. Number 2, my mum has more followers than me on Twitter. I know, it's a bit weird. I really want to fix that, so yeah, give that a follow. And I've also got a Twitch. I'll be doing video editing, and everyone wants to see a editing tutorial from me because I can do that. So give that a follow. On with the video.
Boris Johnson has declared that the UK is past the peak of the coronavirus outbreak.
The Prime Minister has outlined measures to start a very gradual easing of the lockdown.
Right now, as I write this, people are fighting for freedom. I'm not talking about Hong Kong, but right here, around us, people are protesting staying indoors, believing that it is their right to risk the lives of others. With lockdown easing and the world re-emerging, we question this freedom that we have always had. It's time to go outside. Leaving the house today. I can do it. Slowly but surely, as we venture further and further away from our comfort zone, our senses reawaken. To give us a glimpse of the world that we unwillingly left behind, we start to see, to hear, to feel, but with that, we notice. The simple fact of putting on a mask has caused an outcry, an army that, in the media at least, seems very American. But there is a reason. The USA and its obsession with freedom, a buzzword that for many brings up images of censorships and camps, of horrible, painful things, but through politicians, the word starts to lose its meaning. The powers in America make freedom a rallying word to manipulate the poor and the weak. As long as they believe that they're free, they won't stand up for themselves. But through this idea, they are now convinced that lockdown is taking away that freedom. For the first time in what felt like forever, I felt free. The soft breeze against my hair, I was hyper awake, my eyes darting around my view, storing this moment away, wanting to remember every second. My eyes flicked to the left. A CCTV camera. That's fine. That's normal. Just watching out in case of a crime. But then why did it feel so invasive? I cast the idea from my mind. Security cameras aren't new, so why should this irrational questioning only come in a post-lockdown world? I've always found it ironic. Everyone believes in freedom, to a degree at least, yet the outrage from CCTV is minimal at best and non-existent at worst. In my opinion, that is through marketing. I don't mean that in a typical sense of the word. It's not advertising, however it is marketing. Allow me to explain. By definition, marketing is manipulating the consumer into buying a product, or in this case, an idea. Through social norms, CCTV is made normal. It isn't. I step into Granary Square, happy faces and crying toddlers obstructing my view. I yawn. This day's been surprisingly taxing. Coal drop yards, bright and vibrant tone drawing me in. But, however distracted and oblivious I try to be, the CCTV still sits there, watching me. Panic fills my lungs as I struggle to breathe. Watched from all angles, nowhere was I safe. I want to cry out, to run. My head throbs. Stop watching me. Please, leave me alone. So we now, in this lockdownless world, have no freedom. Well, yes, this is true. It didn't start when lockdown ended. Through Zoom hackers and cookie databases, even in incognito mode, we are being watched. Cookies, a scary data mining technology with the name cookies. The want to appear innocent is obvious, and in the subconscious, it has worked. That's it. I can't do this. I need to get out of this surveillance-polluted city. I need to be free. A break. The smell of lavender clouding my vision. A woman comes up to me, telling me not to worry about the bees. They were so overwhelmed from the lavender's nectar that they became dopey, even more oblivious to life than they usually are. The age-old question of what separates humans from other animals will forever go on, but I believe that being self-aware is a big part of that. Thinking back on it, I used to be like the dopey bee. The people who run the field let the bee live. The bee is unaware of their control, but through the pollination, the lavender harvesters benefit off the bee's ignorance. It didn't harm me, but with new privatised companies running them, it profited off my ignorance. But even with Zoom surveillance and cookies, we have arguably been less watched during lockdown. But truth is, it doesn't end with looking at your search history. Without faces to consume, the CCTV has been lost and hungry. It has searched for more ways to get inside you and your house, and we let it in with open arms. Ever wonder why Google Home has been on sale for most of lockdown? But why does it matter? Who cares if we're being watched? Who cares if our movements are being tracked and if that's then put in an algorithm to predict our next action? Well, naturally, humans care. The human fear of being watched is primal. Ever wonder why you can sometimes feel someone is watching you? You feel uneasy, but don't know why. And it's because eyes pick up more than we think. And so much of that information is stored in the unconscious. Deemed unworthy by your brain, but it's still there. CCTV has been stored in our unconscious for so long, but after being away from it for months, it has come out of the shadows. Simply, it brings up the question, are you okay with being watched?
Remember, new video out soon. This one was a little bit more serious than I would usually do, but don't worry, the one coming out has green screening and I think it's pretty funny, if I dare say so myself.